Okay, if you're still trying to do SMA in 2025, you're essentially trying to win a race with the fucking horse while everyone else is driving Ferraris. So at this point, I've literally helped hundreds of people scale their agencies past 10K, 20K, 50K, even 100K per month. Even top guys are doing even 400K per month. But let me actually be real with you guys. SMA is essentially fully cooked now. We're actually changing massive stages in the market right now. It's essentially becoming the hardest way to actually make money online. And while you're trying to cold call local businesses to literally pitch them on ads, and they've been pitched the exact same thing hundreds and hundreds of times that exact week, people are doing the exact same thing as you, but with AI, the exact same skills, and they're essentially banking 5K per month per client sometimes, and essentially the exact same as SMA, but with AI growth integration instead. By the way, Carol, actually one of my clients, we're at a Greece client retreat right now. He actually just made 5K 2 days ago by doing this exact thing. So in the next few minutes, you're actually gonna see why the traditional model of SMA is completely cooked, and also why the new AI growth integration model is the best way by far to make massive cash. So here's actually what nobody wants to admit about SMA right now. Everyone and their mom is starting SMA. Like literally the whole entire market is completely flooded. Everyone's been pitched before. All the med spas are cooked. All the gyms are cooked. If you actually think you're just going to sell the exact same thing over and over and over again, these prospects and these literally businesses, they're not going to buy your offer, because if everyone is literally selling the most commoditized thing in the market, they've probably been pitched about 100 times in the past like few weeks. And this is why you guys have super low show rates, super low booking rates, super low close rates as well. When you simply reposition yourself as an AI growth integrator, you mass explode your book rates, your show rates, and also your close rates as well. And I'm actually gonna tell you guys about the Charles Darwin theory. He actually said it's not the strongest or the most intelligent species who survive, but it's actually the ones who are the most adaptable to the actual environment. So if AI is taking over everyone and everyone else is offering the exact same thing as you, you're simply just going to be cooked. Like, you need to adapt now to actually survive. When you actually implement these AI growth integration services into these local businesses, even just like AI receptionists, there is a massive, massive demand for it, because no one else in the market is actually offering it. And literally the supply is so low, but the demand is absolutely high. Okay, so if you just look at the demand in 2016 with SMA, right? This was like absolutely at the peak. It was super high because no one else was offering it, right? And what happens is, as the supply keeps on going up, as in more people keep on pitching it, the demand for it is going to go down and down and down and down and down and down and down, right? As we are here in 2025, it's essentially just cooked, right? But if you actually look at becoming an AI growth integrator in 2025 now, we are at such a stage of the market where we have honestly really a few more months or a few more years until it starts to get really oversaturated, right? If we look at even like 2030, right now the demand is extremely high, because every business owner knows about AI, but they don't really know who to go to or actually how to actually integrate AI into the business, right? But now we are in this stage of the market where the demand is so high. So we're actually here right now, and it's actually gonna keep on going higher the more that people are becoming aware of AI and actually how it could change their business. Now, as the supply keeps on going up, and as more people get burnt out in the market because people are just supplying the AI bad, the actual demand for this is going to go down and down and down and down and down and down, right? But we are in such a stage of the market right now where now is essentially your only real chance to actually take massive advantage of this. The reason why SMA 2016 works so well was because no one pitched it before, right? And this is exactly where we are in the market right now. So now essentially your only real chance to actually capitalize off this AI wave before it essentially becomes too late and everyone else in the market is going to start pitching it. One of my clients, actually Carol, he literally essentially 2x his price overnight just by adding AI into his offer. And if we just go back to the actual SMA model, if we just think of this, right? Okay, running Facebook ads for clients, you're managing social media, you're trying to prove ROI every single month, you're competing literally with thousands of other agencies. And when you're doing this, you're probably going to charge maybe 1K to 2K per month for a monthly retainer to run their actual Facebook ad. You also could do some rev share, stuff like that. But the real cash is actually in the AI growth integration. So not only are you going to be running Facebook ads for them, but you're also going to be implementing AI growth integration systems. So what does this actually mean? Now, when you guys think of a typical AI agency, this is not the way to do it, right? You guys might think, okay, I'm just going to sell some chatbots, I'm going to sell some AI automations to automate the operations, but that's actually not what you need to do, because with the chatbots, it's not really solving a big enough problem. It obviously depends on the type of business you actually target, but let's just say you're targeting med spa, right? So when I actually walked into med spa the other day, I literally pitched them an AI receptionist receptionists, and I also try to upsell them on ads as well later on. So how this works is, if you actually combine ads plus the AI voice agent together, that's a true AI growth integration, right? Because that's actually when you could not only generate the leads, but you could also use the actual AI voice agent to actually convert those leads into appointments and actually generate massive ROI for the actual business. This is why you're able to charge so much, right? Because the whole AI automation agency is honestly pretty cooked as well, because you're only getting paid one-time build-outs. You might be getting paid like, $3 to $5K per build-out to just automate that specific part of the business, but it takes so long to actually do it, and there's also not recurring revenue there. If you actually want to drive massive high LTV, like high retention rates, you need to essentially be replacing key roles within their business, right? For example, a front desk worker, that is an absolute key role. Every single time that they don't pick up the phone, they're literally missing on potentially thousands and thousands of dollars. Typically, a front desk worker is going to honestly cost the business around 5K to 7K per month. And what they're also going to do, they're going to ask for vacation, they're going to be sick, they're not always going to be answering the phone, they have to sleep as well, they also have to eat food, they need breaks as well. This is why the business owners are in massive pain, because they're paying so much more money to get a worse service in the actual market, right? But you're actually going to come into their business and essentially just wipe out that actual front desk worker and literally just implement an AI receptionist, plus also generate leads for them with Facebook ads. And then you're actually going to be able to charge at least 3 to 5K per month, because they are more than happy to pay, at least like 3 to 5K per month to actually implement the AI receptionist, right? Because not only is this thing gonna be calling up leads every single day, not missing a single phone call, they don't even need like a sick leave, they might wanna go on vacation, all this stuff, right? So not only is the opportunity cost of not having this thing in place literally like tens of thousands of dollars per month, just based off the amount of calls and that they're actually missing, but also the amount of calls they're gonna be generating as well. This is why the actual business owners are more than happy to actually pay for this. If you can actually make an offer to them, which is gonna make them way more money and also cost way more less, that's exactly when they're gonna buy. Now, the only actual real objections are going to be, okay, is this actually gonna work? Does this actually, sound like a real human? And that's exactly when you need to pre-handle that by just not even asking for the sale before you actually show the AI receptionist. You literally need to have them interact with the AI receptionist and essentially gonna do all the selling for you, right? When I actually walked in the med spa the other day, I didn't even have to ask for the sale. All I said, hey, I actually built you an AI voice agent. I added all the personalized touch-up appointments, all the actual personalized things that you offer as well. And she was absolutely blown away by this offer. I literally just said, I just want you to talk to it. I don't want to ask for anything else. That was all the selling that was needed. And if we also just look at the retention here as well, right? The retention of SMA, you might even, let's just say you're only running Facebook ads for them, right? This might be maybe like 1 to 3 months max. But if you're able to replace extremely crucial role in that business for the actual business owner, let's just say a med spa for simple sake, you are able to literally have at least 12-month retention rates. The only reason why the retention rates would actually go lower is simply just because you're not giving a good enough service and you're not replacing that skill that the actual front desk worker had in the first place. So this is easily 12 months retention, which means, let's just say worst case, 2K per month as a complete minimum. This is a 25K per year deal, right? But with this, maybe you charge 1.5K per month. Okay, maybe you make, 4.5K. But the issue is this is way hard to sell, and this is way easier to sell. So not only are the sales gonna be easier, but you're also gonna be able to make way more money per client in the long term, right? Even let's say that you even have this person stay for 5 years, the AI stay for 5 years in that business. And let's actually just say you charge, 3K per month for this, right? So this is actually gonna equal about 180K that you just made. So you just made 180 grand versus only 4.5K. So this is why the AI GI model is so powerful. Now, before you say, okay, Eric, I don't know how to code, I don't know how to do all this stuff, bro. I don't know how to do any of that, right? I literally dropped university. I didn't have any coding experience. I literally just use ChatGPT and simple AI guides I learned from mentors with all this, right? We actually have this all inside the actual program, right? These AI literally builds themselves. And all you have to do is just connect a few simple things, and I literally have a complete guide on this as well. And by the way, you can literally pitch any actual business you want. Like essentially every single business who generates leads and converts them with phone calls or even text or whatever it is needs this absolutely. So this could be med spas, real estate agents, roofing companies, even chiropractors, doctors, dentists, essentially every single local business that actually exists. Now, let me actually get into a very important analogy here. So if there is one hot dog stand outside of a stadium with literally thousands and thousands of hungry people, that stand is gonna make absolute bank no matter how bad the product is, no matter what it is, right? But essentially, if there's literally hundreds of other hot dog stands that are selling the exact same thing, aka SMMA, your chance of actually getting clients is complete zero. But if you're the only person with the actual single hot dog stand selling the AI voice agents or becoming an AI growth integrator, everyone is gonna go to you, right? This is why the market is shifting so fast right now. And here's the actual reality for you guys. If you guys keep on going down the AI automation routes, or if you go down the traditional SMA route, you're essentially gonna be absolutely cooked in 2025. There's going to be a massive purge that is already happening right now. You guys have already noticed the show rates being lower, the booking rates being lower, the close rates being lower. All of this stuff is happening right now, and you guys need to get out of the traditional SMA model because you're just not gonna be able to sign clients. You're just gonna be wasting time. Do not do that. You need to be going down the AI growth integrator path, and that's the only actual way to do this. And I love you guys very much, and I do not want to see you guys grinding every single day and just getting absolutely nowhere. Grinding is very important, but you need to actually be getting progress, obviously, right? So essentially, you have the exact same skills as SMA, just a different application, essentially different vehicle. It's very just reposition yourself in the actual market, right? You get the exact same types of clients, but all they need is just AI growth integration instead of just basic Facebook ads alone. So instead of becoming another commoditized agency, you become an AI growth integrator. And instead of just measly little, 1K to 1.5K, maybe 2K retainers that only last about 1 to 3 months, and it's way more hard to sell. As an AI growth integrator, you're actually gonna be able to charge at least 2 to 5K, even 10K per month to these desperate business owners, and also have a way easier sales process as well, and also way higher lifetime value as well. So if you guys do actually wanna take action on this and actually realize this opportunity, all I want you to do is just click on the first link in the description right now to actually book a completely one-on-one dedicated AI growth integration roadmap call, so you can actually start making at least another 10K, 20K, 30K per month, and actually start making money in 2025, because I've seen you guys stuck for way too long in the traditional SMMA model. This is the only actual way to do it. And also on top of this, we're gonna give you a massive free bonus on the call, which is gonna absolutely be huge. It's gonna get your first few clients, and this is just completely included for the call if you actually show up. So I'll see you guys inside. I love you guys so much. We are officially back on YouTube. I'm fucking excited. We're gonna be posting a lot of more videos. I've kind of been gone for, a few months, but I actually miss you guys a lot. I really miss the community. I love you guys so much, all the subscribers. So leave some comments down there, and maybe some, future videos you guys want me to do. I'm fucking hyped. So I love you guys so much, and take care. See ya.